He took my hair and was dragging me across the grass.
The accuser doesn't want to be named
because those people's hearts are going to be broken if that man is seen on those tapes doing anything.
Federal agents are deep into an investigation into Diddy's life, following disturbing allegations, and they've uncovered something shocking: a hidden tunnel system leading to his mansion. Former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe noted that the video evidence, possibly filmed during a sexual encounter, could be a crucial part of the search warrants. Once one property is raided, it's likely the authorities will target others in search of similar evidence.
Joining us now is former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe.
Videotaped these sexual encounters. So that is exactly the kind of evidence that you would want to go to someone's home to see if you could find. So I would expect that that was probably included in the search warrants, both at the same time, because once you hit one house, the subject knows that you're probably going to hit the other houses looking for the same stuff.
During the raid, more than anyone expected came to light, pulling some of Hollywood.
The raid uncovered far more than anyone anticipated, drawing several high-profile Hollywood figures into the controversy. Diddy's Los Angeles mansion was searched after an anonymous tip accused him of engaging in sinister activities. Despite his staff's attempts to block the investigation, federal agents pressed on, reaching his private quarters where they discovered a secret underground tunnel. The tunnel is rumored to connect to other celebrity properties, including Michael Jackson's notorious estate, and some even speculate it might link to the Playboy Mansion. The connections to Diddy's rumored practices only add to the intrigue.
That virginity wasn't involved in any hard use at the mansion, but that was just a lie. Quaaludes down the line were used for sex. Everything felt good to touch, everything felt soft focus, and it was lovely. Usually you just took a half. Now if you took two, you'd pass out. It was such a seduction, and the men knew this, that they could get girls to do just about anything they wanted if they gave them a Quaalude. Before I met her, I had never done it in my life, and I was just a young, naive girl that didn't know the ways of the world.
I worked for Hefner at the Playboy Mansion in LA from late 1977 to mid-1989 as Hef's secretary and then eventually executive assistant. Quaaludes were, we called them the leg spreaders, and I don't know that I want to get that crude, but that is what the whole point of them was, They were a necessary evil, if you will, to the partying. We would have prescriptions in some of our names. There were prescriptions in Sandra's name and Hef's name and my name. There was a prescription in Mary's name. We kept a desk calendar that just would say, Lisa's Q or Hef's Q or Sandra's Q. That enabled certainly 4 and sometimes 5 different prescriptions for the same medication to feed the machine.
Some journalists have even suggested the tunnel could serve as an underwater passage leading to a hidden grotto, further intensifying the mystery.
But you may not believe what went on under it. Playboy magazine reports it has just discovered blueprints for a network of tunnels beneath the mansion that supposedly led to the homes of Jack Nicholson, Warren Beatty, James Caan,
Will you watch your step,
and Kirk Douglas. Now dig this. A photo from the late 70s allegedly showing an excavation in progress beneath the mansion. And this one shows the newly discovered tunnel plans. Check out the bunny logo on the plywood wall. Best of all, the blueprint. It says this tunnel leads to James Caan's house, this one to Jack Nicholson's, this one to Kirk Douglas's, and this one goes all the way to Warren Beatty's house.
Since Diddy's arrest on September 16th, the investigation has gained momentum. While he's publicly denied the allegations, the mounting evidence is undeniable. Diddy was spotted smiling confidently, but the unfolding drama suggests much more is at play. Cryptic comments he made about recycling and plastics are now believed to be coded language for illegal activities. A seemingly innocent recorded conversation now appears much more sinister in light of the current investigation.
I'm not entertained none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about.
The investigation has prompted federal agents to leave no stone unturned, with many speculating that his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, could offer vital information. Having been in a relationship with Diddy for over a decade, Cass's insights may prove critical.
Did you know that was going on in the world of Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, that the world didn't know? What did you know back then, 3-4 years ago?
Gonna come forward. If I explain how I knew, that could hurt some people. Which is why the last time I sat on this blue couch, I said what I said.
And congratulations, young Miami.
Congratulations, young Miami.
Run as fast as Cassie did.
Run as fast as Cassie did.
You did say that. It was a bar.
You said it.
I'll put it to you this way, there are mutual acquaintances between her and I. And that's as far as I can go.
Okay.
I don't talk to her, but I speak to her.
Did you get a chance to see her indictment, what she claimed happened?
Oh no, I reviewed all the files, and everything that she said is everything that I said 3.5 years ago. Exactly what I said it was.
Were you surprised about anything that came in?
No.
When asked about the allegations, Cassie seemed unfazed, but her own lawsuit filed in November under New York's Adult Survivors Act has brought horrific accusations to light. She alleges years of abuse, control, and exploitation, with shocking details of physical violence and forced participation in compromising situations. Cass's claims have encouraged others to come forward, with reports suggesting up to 120 victims. The scandal is sending shockwaves through social media, with the public demanding to know when more names will emerge.
It's not one celebrity that he hung with is speaking up for him. Snoop and Puffy was so close. Closer than most.
Really?
They would do things together and party together, do things that it was uncomfortable for two men to be that way. Marty and Trey, Russell Simmons, you know. Everybody knew Puffy did. This the big question is this. Not one person didn't know that Puffy was Usher. Not one person didn't know what the saddest thing in the world is what they did with Justin Bieber.
What was that? What'd they do to him? Because there's a lot of speculation out there, but nobody. I mean, I've heard things, but what did they really do to him?
They had sex with him.
When he was a kid.
I hate to say that. I hate to say that because I really like Justin Bieber. I feel bad for Justin Bieber. And this is when that happened. If Justin Bieber came from a wealthy family. Justin Bieber pretty much came from a poor family, but the young man was so talented, and he could have been bigger than Michael Jackson. But the question of the stuff he allowed these grown men to do to this little boy is unhealthy. It's tough. No grown men supposed to be getting high and doing drinking with a kid.
It should, yeah, Justin Bieber has been getting this out in different ways, you could see it in his music.
The scale of the allegations is staggering, with rumors suggesting that many high-profile figures have quietly paid to avoid being dragged into the spotlight. The case keeps unfolding with shocking revelations, and the discovery of the secret tunnels is one of its most intriguing aspects. Speculation continues to grow about an underwater swimming tunnel connecting Diddy's mansion to the infamous Playboy Mansion, a location already shrouded in secrecy.
Guys, they found underground tunnels at Diddy's homes. This was first brought up by Shadow of Ezra, where he talked about the underground tunnels in Diddy's luxurious Los Angeles mansion. It was an underwater swimming tunnel leading to a mysterious grotto, reminiscent of an ancient and modern human use of caves. Now this is all alleged, of course, but they say that this tunnel connects to the Playboy Mansion. You guys remember that? Hugh Hefner, the guy who lived with all those women in his mansion? There's no available evidence right now. However, reports are noting that Combs mansions do have a pool with an underwater swimming tunnel. They say it's not connected to the Playboy Mansion, but there is a reason why the Playboy Mansion keeps coming up. 10 years ago, They were building underground tunnels to the Playboy Mansion for people like Jack Nicholson for his birthday. So this way, they don't have to go through the outside, but go underground in secret to the Playboy Mansion to do God knows what. You can see the sketches here of these underground tunnels being built. They were working on it, and it was supposed to connect celebrities like Jack Nicholson, Warren Beatty, Michael Jackson, just to name a few. As reported by People magazine, these underground tunnels to the Playboy Mansion were sealed off in the 1980s.
The district attorney's firm stance signals a determination to hold Diddy accountable for his actions, no matter how ingrained they may be in the music industry's culture. During the raid on Diddy's properties, disturbing evidence was uncovered that has bolstered the prosecution's case. Authorities seized firearms and electronic devices, reportedly containing photos and videos from his notorious parties, including over 250 cameras positioned throughout his properties.
Because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught spilling a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched. And Brother Love was watching.
Yeah, I mean, TD Jakes, he haven't even came out and said anything. And him and Diddy was real cool.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, man. And I know the people in the congregation over there is shaking in their boots because this man then led them probably, allegedly probably led them to damnation because those people's hearts are going to be broken if that man is seen on those tapes doing anything. Because people always put their faith in the pastor instead of putting their faith in God. And what they need to do is understand that he's just a man. And he has a history. It's not looking too good for him.
So you feel like celebs are worried that they might be on tape?
Oh, they know. That's why they ain't speaking up or saying nothing. Yeah, I was at the Diddy party, but I know I ain't do nothing. When you don't know somebody's taping you, when you don't know that somebody is videoing you in some kind of form or fashion, and you got that alcohol, you got in you, they're a little loose, bruh. They let down all their inhibitions. The music is pumping. He said it himself. He got it so hot in there that you gotta take your clothes off. He said that himself, bruh. So a lot of them, like what was what he said? I think a lot of them was being swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? They tell off on themselves all the time, man. You just gotta listen.
But why do you think Diddy had all them hidden cameras?
Bruh, when you that powerful, you didn't get that powerful without having 1 or 2 or maybe 3 ups on somebody.
Even more alarming was the discovery of over 1,000 bottles of lubricant and baby oil, a chilling indication of premeditation. The sheer volume of these items raises troubling questions about the calculated nature of these gatherings, suggesting they were far darker than initially thought. As investigators dig deeper, more high-profile names could be implicated, potentially reshaping the entertainment industry. Rumors have swirled about celebrities like Steve Harvey, Ellen DeGeneres, and Jay-Z, who were all reportedly close to Diddy. Other A-listers, including Leonardo DiCaprio, were frequent guests at Diddy's parties, but their silence has raised eyebrows, with many opting to stay quiet or make plans for potential fallout. Jay-Z, in particular, has been the first name to be directly linked to the scandal after allegations about his own involvement.
Suit against Jay-Z, accusing him and Sean Diddy Combs of raping a 13-year-old girl at a party. A federal judge ruling the woman alleging the attack can remain anonymous. Morgan Norwood has the details. Morgan, good morning.
Whit, good morning. From the moment this case was filed, Jay-Z's legal team fought to get it dismissed, arguing that the woman accusing him must reveal her name. But this morning, a judge ruling she doesn't have to, at least for now. The judge also also had some sharp words for its lawyers, calling them out for their aggressive filings and personal attacks, and asking them to tone it down. This morning, a legal victory for the woman who is suing Jay-Z for allegedly raping her when she was 13. A federal judge ruling the woman can proceed with the case while remaining anonymous, at least for now. But the judge also chastising the lawyers representing Jay-Z, accusing them of trying to fast-track the judicial process by repeatedly filing motions to reveal the identity of the Jane Doe to have the case dismissed. The judge writing in a 5-page brief that the Carter's lawyers' relentless filing of combative motions containing inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks is inappropriate, a waste of judicial resources, and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client. The court will not fast-track the judicial process merely because the counsel demands it. This latest legal twist coming after the recently filed civil lawsuit by Jane Doe, claiming that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, and P. Diddy, and a 13-year-old girl at an after-party after the MTV Music Awards in 2000 while an unnamed celebrity watched. Jay-Z has vehemently denied all the allegations, putting out this statement 2 weeks ago, writing in part, "This is a blackmail attempt." The multi-platinum artist, who was 30 at the time, now a business mogul with decades of hits to his name, with songs like Run This Town. His attorneys have denied everything about Jane Doe's account and pointed to some alleged inconsistencies in her story.
It's not just that this story is a lie and that it's not true. It's provably, demonstrably false. This never happened.
The judge writing that while Jane Doe can remain anonymous for now, she may be required to reveal her identity at a later date to allow Jay-Z's lawyers to collect facts necessary to prepare for trial.
Oftentimes, when someone is accused of a crime like this, the accuser doesn't want to be named, and if they are forced to be named, we have seen certain people decide to drop the lawsuit altogether.
And just the day before this ruling, Jay-Z's wife Beyonce and his daughter Blue Ivy making a heralded appearance during a halftime of the Ravens-Texans game on Christmas Day on Netflix, performing a live show to an audience of more than 27 million viewers. And just this morning, Tony Busby, the lawyer representing Jay-Z and Diddy's accuser, releasing a statement to ABC News, writing, "I will say that the coordinated and desperate efforts to attack me as counsel for alleged victims are falling flat. We won't be bullied or intimidated."
And in one instance that was never taken to court at all, Diddy was alleged to have assaulted a pregnant ex so badly she miscarried.
It got really crazy that time. We was upstairs and he had we were in his closet and he pushed me and I fell to the ground and then he stood over me. So I was laying on my back and he stood over me and he started punching me like this. He avoided my face, but he started punching me on the side of my head and I was just covering my face. And he did that and then after he got done doing that, he cause he was standing, his legs were staying in between me, so he stomped on my stomach really hard and I took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe and he kept hitting me and I was pleading to him can you stop? I can't breathe. And he stopped for a little bit. He grabbed my hair from the back and was punching the back of my head. Cause he was just avoiding my face when he was hitting me. Wow. The next big fight we got into was I can't remember if it was in November or beginning of December of last year. At that point I was fighting back because I just had enough of this and pushed me to the ground outside and he took my hair and was dragging me across the grass in my hair with my hair and then after that a couple hours later it was the weekend, so we had people coming over and And he just like acted like nothing happened. So, I mean, but that's all the time. Like every time.
No, when you say acting like nothing happened, like what were his mannerisms?
Like he was just dancing and like laughing and talking to me like we just didn't just get into a physical fight.
When was the last time he put hands on you? When was the last time?
It was like in November, December of last year.
Of 2018?
Yeah. That was the last time.
And tell me about that incident.
That was the meditation room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cardello Smith, the Michigan prisoner, seems determined to use her past relationship with Diddy as leverage to support her claims. So far, neither Diddy nor Jennifer Lopez have publicly commented on these recent developments. However, the case is already generating significant media attention due to its high-profile nature. What other discoveries do you think will come to light next? Let us know in the comments.
When they arrived at this party, not everybody was let in. No, they were judged based on their attractiveness. Only the attractive people would be let into this party. And that is important because she claims she was let into the party, her sibling was not. Essentially meaning she was alone. Now, as further evidence that she had won this contest, took the trip, went to the party, embedded in this complaint are what appears to be photos that she took with celebrities at the party, including rappers Babs and Bone Crusher. And here is where everything takes a turn. I'm going to read directly from the complaint. While at the party, there was no bar for partygoers to get drinks. Instead, pre-made drinks were being circulated throughout the party by waitresses. After less than 2 pre-made drinks provided by the waitresses, plaintiff began to feel sick and tried to go to the restroom. By the way, this echoes what we have seen before with other allegations of Sean Combs. The allegation that he had sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl, by the way, back in 2000 at a VMA's after party. I believe in that complaint, it was that she had just taken a drink that was being offered and all of a sudden began to get sick. Moving on. The next memory plaintiff has is a waking at St. Vincent's Medical Center of New York. Photographs of the statement of account from that medical center and a hospital ID band, again, appear to be embedded in the complaint as well. It goes on. Plaintiff has no memory or no recollection on how she ended up at the hospital. When plaintiff regained consciousness at the hospital, she noticed her shirt was ripped, her underwear was missing, she was not wearing any shoes, and the money she had traveled with was stolen. The only money plaintiff had remaining was a $20 bill. Plaintiff was admitted to the St. Vincent's Hospital, treated, and released. And she explains that when she was released, she was a tourist. She'd never been to New York City before. There were no smartphones, so she really couldn't figure out how to get back to her hotel. She claimed she had to hail a taxi and use the only money she had left, the $20 bill, to get her back. The complaint goes on. When plaintiff returned to her hotel, she called a friend and explained she was not sure what happened to her. The plaintiff believed she was assaulted, robbed, with no memory of how she arrived at the hospital, as her last memory was being at Diddy's black party. And then she claims she ends up flying back home. But then, this is where things take yet another turn. The complaint reads, the day after plaintiff returned home from New York, she received a call from a New York area code with an anonymous female caller.
Even more alarming was the discovery of over 1,000 bottles of lubricant and baby oil, a chilling indication of premeditation. The sheer volume of these items raises troubling questions about the calculated nature of these gatherings, suggesting they were far darker than initially thought. As investigators dig deeper, more high-profile names could be implicated, potentially reshaping the entertainment industry. Rumors have swirled about celebrities like Steve Harvey, Ellen DeGeneres, and Jay-Z, who were all reportedly close to Diddy. Other A-listers, including Leonardo DiCaprio, were frequent guests at Diddy's parties, but their silence has raised eyebrows, with many opting to stay quiet or make plans for potential fallout. Jay-Z, in particular, has been the first name to be directly linked to the scandal after allegations about his own involvement.
I got 2 questions. One, Clive Davis. His name has been thrown around a lot now, and he's not speaking out. I know some people that know Clive, and I think he's got concerns. Now, he's a powerful guy, no question about it. But did you ever hear anything about him?
Puffy and Clyde, according to Puffy and everybody else, they've been lovers. Shit. Clyde know Ray J, Clyde know Puffy, Clyde know everybody. Clyde's that type of guy. And if you notice, somebody sent me a clip one time on my tablet. And somebody asked Clyde about Puffy. They called me, they asked me about it. He acted like he didn't know who the man was. Like he never knew. I mean, what did you hide, Clyde? You know, at the end of the day, Clyde is one of the guys who got away. But old Clyde is, he should be able to tell the truth. It ain't like he got a lot to live on Earth. I'm quite sure he's coming to a painful end, you know. But everybody's judged differently. And what I mean by that, you take the Menendez, bro. They all over the news. Anybody get out of prison, I'm fine with that. But you look how it starts as a politician.
Yeah. Let me ask you, knowing Puffy like you do you think he'll stand up? Did he take the jail time?
I think Puffy will be alright in prison. You gotta realize one thing. I don't want to put it out there like this, but the allegations that everybody's saying is true. They got a lot of babies on the prison. They got a lot of motherfuckers to be happy. You know, no family business in prison. Like you got to say, in the second case, artist. If you say a lot of things about Puffy, Puffy's not an idiot. He might be he's not an idiot. He's smart. He's smarter. He's money to navigate federal system. I'm quite sure he's going to look up to, some area and came in to do.
Will the investigation expose the full extent of Diddy's alleged empire, or will more secrets remain buried?
The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you.
Jaguar Wright, a vocal critic of the music business, has long claimed a hidden system of power and abuse exists. And now, with Diddy's case, more insiders fear that secrets long kept from the public could finally be exposed.
Everyone that was not my color believed me. It was my people that needed convincing. If someone like the Diddler is your hero, then you should hurry up and go to hell with him. If someone like Jay-Z is your hero, then, just be glad you're not talented so he could sacrifice you like he tried to do me, and he succeeded with Aaliyah. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Or for Justin Bieber alone.
Now, Carisha and Rick Ross just sat down together at the interview.
I know. Two Diddy doo-wop bops. What a reunion.
Comedian and actor Cat Williams has also spoken out, suggesting that Diddy's case may only be the tip of the iceberg when it comes to exploitation in the entertainment industry. Meanwhile, a Michigan prisoner who filed a lawsuit against Diddy is attempting to bring Jennifer Lopez into the case.
She's finally held accountable for the part she played in the harm that was put on Natanya Rubin's life.
Do you think they'll bring up charges on Jennifer Lopez?
They better. She committed perjury. And the attorney that was representing the defense side of that suborned perjury. Last time I checked, there's no statute of limitation on perjury. We can start there. Let's bring Jenny to the cell block. She's been to every other block.
sometimes they'll open up a case to bring light on other cases. Do you feel the Shine, the club night with him and Jennifer Lopez will come back to light?
Oh, absolutely, it has to. It has to. If it was good enough to be content on Law and Order for what? The 12th season, episode 9?